That's it. La, 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 la. If you've seen this video on the internet, then you've definitely at least thought to yourself, damn, that was fast, or how is it so fast, or any variation of the same question. I'm here to tell you that that was pretty slow. Don't get me wrong, that was fast. It was definitely faster than my thought process that led to me scripting up this video, but compared to other active missiles, that was pretty slow. Since they were first introduced into battle in the 1940s, missiles have only ever gotten faster and faster. They started out at just 640 km per hour, or Mach 0.5, and somehow they went over 5,760 km per hour, or Mach 4.5, in that same year. That's 9 times the original speed, and they've only gotten faster since then. Also, note for those of you who don't know, Mach 1 is basically the speed of sound. This clarification is important because we'll be using it a lot in this video. Now, back to the missile that hit Israel. It was probably a Fatah 1 missile, which is a solid fuel medium-range hypersonic missile. This bad boy can reach speed of up to Mach 13. For clarification, that's 13 times the speed of sound. Oh, and also it can maneuver in the air to evade defense systems. Did I mention they can do that now? Picture this. Someone saw a missile going on a straight path and thought, if I calculate what speed it's going at, then I can send another intercepting missile to hit it somewhere mid-flight to prevent it from hitting its target. That was a good idea, right? Well, congratulations, you just learned how Israel's Iron Dome works in like 10 seconds. Well, at least the basics of how it works. But that's not all. Someone else thought, I wonder if we can design newer missile to take diversions or maneuver through the air before hitting its target. Well, congratulations, now we have missiles that can change paths while remaining on course to make sure they hit the target and evade defense systems in the process. This video was supposed to be about how fast missiles can move, but at this point I'm basically explaining security systems and innovation in missile warfare, so let's crawl back to the original script, shall we? So here's a list of the fastest missiles humanity has made, how fast they can move, and what that means for the simple man. With that being said, if you are new to the channel, which you probably are, then a sub to the channel will be appreciated. It helps the community grow and you'll be notified when I post more content like this, so you can hear me rant about things I find interesting in the future. And if you're a returning subscriber, which is impossible because YouTube hates me and they don't push my videos to my old subscribers, then welcome back. Anyways, back to the video. Starting off with the slowest on the list, this is the 3M54 Kalibr. This is a Russian cruise anti-ship missile that was first introduced in 1994. It's capable of reaching speeds of up to Mach 2.9 or 3,550 km per hour. In the grand scheme of things, that is pretty slow. So moving up just a little bit, we'll have the BRAMOS from India and Russia. Rap artist collaboration. It's a 8.3 meter tall, weighing 3,000 kilograms and can move at 3 times the speed of sound or 3,667 kilometers per hour. That's a range of 550 kilometers, so it should be able to hit its target within 8 minutes. Now, these are the kind of missiles that you can intercept. They are fast, but they are not that fast. So, at almost twice that speed, we have the China Dongfeng 17. It's 10.97 meter tall, 14,000 kilogram weighing, 1,700 kilometers traveling hypersonic missile can move at 6,115 kilometers per hour. That's over Mach 5 speed, so you will see the missile before you even hear it coming. Above that, there's another Russian missile, the 3M22 Zircon missile. This hypersonic cruise missile can move at over 11,000 km per hour or Mach 9. It weighs about 1,196 kilograms, so that makes sense why it's able to move that fast. Except it doesn't make sense why anything should be able to move that fast. At this point, you don't even need a payload, you are the payload. The force from the impact alone should be able to level any object it comes in contact with before any explosion even takes place. Now, bear in mind, we are still within Mach 10 and the missiles that started this video could reach Mach 13. And I said that missile was slow, so you should have an idea of what's coming next on this list. Breaking past the Mach 10 threshold, we have the KH-47M KINZHAL missile. This is an air-launched ballistic missile first introduced by Russia in 2019. It weighs about 4,000 kilograms and moves at an outstanding 12,230 kilometers per hour or Mach 10. Not to be confused with this Mach 10. Yes, I play Call of Duty Mobile. You notice how the majority of the missiles mentioned so far are Russian missiles? A list about the most powerful nukes would also look something similar to this, with Russia owning majority of the most powerful nukes. But that's a topic for another day. Moving up the list, we have North Korea's KN-22 Hwasong-15. This is a really special missile, and here's why. It weighs over 77,000 kilograms, but can move at Mach 11 or 13,453 kilometers per hour. How you manage to move something that big, that fast is beyond me. But wait, there's more. It also has a range of 13,000 kilometers, which means if calculated correctly or aimed precisely, this intercontinental ballistic missile can hit any target anywhere in the world in less than 1 hour. Do you see how broken this missile is? And directly above that is the Iranian missile used against Israel, which we've already talked about in this video, so we can move on to even higher missile with impossible to comprehend speeds. The RS-24 YARS is the first missile on this list capable of reaching speeds of up to Mach 20. That is 20 times the speed of sound, or 24,460 kilometers per hour. For context, that speed can take you full circle around the entire planet equator in 2 hours. Actually under 2 hours, and it weighs 44,000 kilograms. And this was made in 2010 by Russia. Who the hell is your ops, Russia? Are you fighting with the devil? China's GL2, Justice League 2, also shares this amazing speed stats, but that was only introduced in 2015. Just above these two is the Jericho missile from Israel, not to be confused with the Jericho missile from Iron Man 1. This beast has a mass of 29,000 kilograms, is 16 meters tall, and has a range of 6,500 kilometers, and can reach speed of up to 25,000 kilometers per hour or Mach 20.44. China's Dongfeng 58 is the next monster on this list, with speed of up to Mach 22 or 26,950 kilometers per hour, with a range of 16,000 kilometers. This warhead can and will hit any target anywhere on Earth in less than 45 minutes, and it's not getting stopped by any interceptor. Do you know what 22 times the speed of sound looks like? Do you know what Mach 22 looks like? I don't. You don't. I can't show you. Even if I did, you will not be able to comprehend it because it will just be a POV speed. As a matter of fact, I want you to go outside and take a look at your wide open sky. That missile would cross your entire sky point of view or view within a single second. You would not even see it pass. Compare that to the first subsonic missile we started with and you will see how far we've come. The United States finally makes a lead on this list with the Minuteman III. You can already guess why this is called the Minuteman. That's because this can deliver a retaliation blow to anywhere on Earth within minutes. It can travel at Mach 23 or 28,200 kilometers per hour and also has a range of 14,000 kilometers. If for any reason whatsoever you are within the vicinity of its target, you will not hear this missile coming. You will not hear anything. You'd be long gone by the time the sound arrives. There's also the R-36M from China, which moves at speeds of up to Mach 23.5. Above that is Trident 2 from USA, which moves at Mach 24, Agni 5 from India, which moves at Mach 25, France's M51 SLBM missile, which moves at Mach 25, Dongfeng 41 at Mach 26, and finally, Avangard by Russia at Mach 27. Remember how I told you the Iranian missile was slow? Just think about it for a second. Why does an object need to be moving at 27 times the speed of sound? How is an object even moving at 27 times the speed of sound? Well, on this note, I'm bringing this video to an end. I hope you've gotten a grasp of just how powerful missiles have become since they were first invented. Anyway, thanks for watching.